Edrychwch allan am eich gilydd.
Try to stay positive.
A little message or a little phone call can go a long way.
Don't keep your feelings to yourself.
Cefnogi ein gilydd.
Try and stick to your daily routine, even if you're at home.
Try to stay active.
Keep yourself occupied with things you enjoy doing at home.
Eat well and stay hydrated.
Keep talking to your teammates.
Because together,
We are stronger.
Gorau chwarae.
Cyd chwarae.
In terms of the game itself, 30,000, a sellout crowd. I think it's the first time at a club ground we've done that for years. That make a big difference to the players, you think, last night?
Oh, massive difference. As soon as we walked out the tunnel, like saying 30 odd thousand, hopefully we can get that all the time. They're a massive part to how the campaign will turn for us now. Like saying they were going from the first minutes to the last, so hopefully they can keep doing it for us.
Seems to be a feeling that has been for quite a while about this group of players. It seems as if people actually believe that now, and that's why they turned up last night.
Yeah, they should believe, because we've got some fantastic players in the team now, in the squad. So, like saying, all the staff and all that have been superb. So, yeah, they should believe and come and support us.
As part of the goalkeeping union, I bet you were quite impressed with Begovic's save from Gareth Bale's effort late on. Nobody expected that.
Yeah, I spoke to him after the game, and I've seen it from a different angle, and it's a fantastic save. That I think that goes in. Oh my God, what a night that would have been for us. But then again, goalkeepers union, he's pulled off a world-class save there.
And just looking ahead to the Cyprus game, great atmosphere. You'd want the same again, wouldn't you? Against Cyprus, you want the fans to come back to support the players, because this is another huge game, isn't it?
Oh, it's a massive game for us. We know they'll be a good team, so hopefully we can get 3 points, and the only way we can do that is with the crowd as well. So hopefully we can get exactly the same turnout, and that'll be fantastic.
Ja, der hat drum gedreht.
Ja, aber da hinten mit schwarzen Bauch genau da hochgeschrieben. Gerade mal so ein Paint kommt. Ja, aber die schwarze ist mal die Schuhe. Ja, seid konzentriert.
Wir waren da beide an dir vorbei. Der hinten ist safe.
Was? Der schwarze ist nicht gefährdet. Leider viele Schuhe. Ist der Schuhe? Frag, ob es der Schuhe ist oder nicht. Diese neuen Leute, glaube ich. Come on, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding now for the national anthem of Cyprus. Amser nawr am Anthem Genedlaethol Cymru. Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of Wales now, led for us tonight by Lucy Jones.
Well, no shortage of passion with the anthem. And Chris Coleman gives a big hug to his opposite number, Charalampos Christodoulou, the Cypriot coach. And the teams, well, Chris Coleman has made two changes from the side that had the heroic draw with Bosnia on Friday night. So it's Wayne Hennessy in goal, four at the back tonight, James Chester, Ashley Williams, Chris Gunter at right back, Neil Taylor left back, and then in the midfield it's George Williams making his first full appearance for Wales, his fourth cap in all, Andy King, Joe Ledley, two in front of them, Hal Robson-Kanu and Gareth Bale, and leading the line again, Simon Church. Huge night for George Williams, the Fulham youngster, much admired elsewhere. Cyprus have rung a few changes too, following their shock defeat by Israel at home on Friday night. So as Tazos Kizas comes in to the goalkeeping position, then it's Charis Kyriakou, Georgios Merkus, Dossa Jr. and Marios Antionades. The midfield, Marios Nicolau and Vincent Lavan. He plays his football in Romania. It's George Ephraim who comes in on the right-hand side. Konstantinos Makaridis Puros Seterio, and leading the line Dimitri Christofi, who scored both goals in their shock win over Bosnia in the opening night of the campaign. The referee is Michael Groff from Germany, and Kevin Ratcliffe. To make Friday's point good, they have to win this one tonight.
Yeah, I don't think anything else but a win. You know, the boys have got to win tonight and to put themselves in a nice position. You know, the 3 next games I was talking about, Belgium home and away and Israel away, it's going to be very, very difficult. I'm looking tonight, sort of a little bit of freshness in the side. If the 2 lads that are starting that never started on Friday night can actually give us that impetus to go on and win this game by getting us an early lead, creating chances, not just for Gareth Bale but for other team members as well. And it'll be nice to see Simon Church, with all the hard work he does up front, maybe get a goal. But it's never going to be easy. I mean, this Macadius, the lad that plays just off the striker, I'm sure I've seen him before. Rob, has he played before and caused us problems?
Yeah, he plays for Metalurg Donetsk in the Ukraine. Sharalan Bios was the man who caused Wales problems 7 years ago. He's on the bench tonight, so
he's still going to have problems, Rob. Yeah. You know, you can't be taken lightly, you know, and especially when these play at home. You know, you've seen them have great results against us. Republic of Ireland even as well, you know, when they get them in a full-packed stadium and the crowd's behind them, and they're fanatical. So we've got to take full advantage at home, because it's going to be very difficult away from home against these boys.
So Wales kick off their 3rd game in a group which has been full of shock so far. Can they rise above it and remain top of Group B? Early touch for the captain, Ashley Williams. He's in the left-back position at the moment. He's cleared, helped on by George Williams, headed back towards the Wales left-back spot, but Taylor is there. Bale's on this near side. Wales playing from right to left in their all-red strip against Cyprus, all in white. Gunter moves down the right-hand side towards halfway. Hal Robson-Kanu restored to the starting lineup tonight after a lively substitute appearance on Friday. And every Welsh player has almost touched the ball in the opening 45 seconds. Church now is the latest. Oh, he was not nudged over, was he? No referee says get up. Church has stayed down though.
His shoulder here. It might be a dislocated shoulder if he's holding himself that bad. I think it's as he's landed, not the challenge.
It's Merkis who gave him a nudge in the back, and Simon Church looks in a real problem there.
I mean, this is just a little barge really, a bump into him, and then it looks as if he's overstretched his arm. Not too sure, it seems he's holding the shoulder.
He looks in a bad way. I mean, it looked a foul, if not anything more than that, didn't it, Kevin? With a little nudge in the back?
Thought it was a foul, but it's the way he's landed. A couple of options here. Tom Lawrence to come on, or do they bring Dave Edwards on and play him as a deep midfield player and play Gareth Bale up front on his own? They're the options you've got. I can't see any other options.
Well, Tom Lawrence, and it does look as if there is going to be a change. Now, will it be Tom Lawrence for a debut?
It's interesting there that Wales' not assistant, but goalkeeping coach is giving Robson-Kanu advice.
Well, he was good. He was decent player in his day, Martin Margetson.
I've never seen him play five-a-side.
Well, this is the worst possible start for Wales. An injury. Remember, they're already missing 11 players. Chris Coleman looks angry as he stalks back to his technical area. And I think the nudge will come up. Tom Lawrence it is of Leicester City, is it? Or David Cottrell? They're both warming up at the opposite end. Ocean Roberts needs to shout louder if he wants Tom Lawrence. Signed by Leicester City just before deadline day from Manchester United. Ryan Giggs is here tonight. He knows all about what Tom Lawrence can do. Church is coming off down the touchline. Is he able to go back on, I wonder? At the moment, Wales are down to 10 men. And
he's in a bit of pain there, Robbie. He won't be coming on.
I think they want Tom Lawrence to come down to the dugout, but he's just not heard or seen the signal.
What's Oshan doing?
Or is it David Cottrell who's going on? We wonder. Wales are down to 10 men. They're having to defend at the moment. This will be a perfect start for Cyprus if they can capitalise on Wales being a man down. They break down this near side. Kyriakos crosses, headed out by Gunter. Comes back out to the far side, where Antioniades picks it up, leaves it. Every man back for Wales at the moment.
Well, this substitution has taken ages. You know, I know the ball hasn't gone out of play.
Well, George Williams is intercepted and he needs no second invitation to burst forward over halfway. Plays it forward to Bale. Maybe he should have taken it himself. Oh, Bale is taken out. That's a shocker.
Shocker. I mean,
that's a yellow card.
He's lucky. He is absolutely lucky.
That's Nicolau.
That is absolute. That is like, I'm going to take you out of the game. That is an absolute scandalous tackle that you just don't want to see in any game.
Well, the Cyprus coach said he wasn't going to take special measures for Bale, but he could have fooled me. That was like a special force getting involved.
He's using all his Spanish experience there to roll over 4 or 5 times, scream and get the player booked, and not even have a physio on. But it looks like Cottrell will be the one coming on now. That means Cottrell will, I think he'll play wide, and maybe
how Robson-Kanu plays up front. Yeah. Well, David Cottrell, who would have thought, is coming on for Wales. And I think there may have been a Wales yellow card then as well. Joe Ledley was booked for the reaction.
Well, I'll tell you what, don't want that.
So, David Cottrell comes on for his 21st cap, the Birmingham City player as he is.
Well, they've got off to a flying start, Birmingham. He's had a few travels, Dave.
He has. Of course, it's David George Best Cottrell, isn't it? Now, the free kick. Well, Bale is up. That's the good thing, and he's ready to take this free kick. It's central. It's 11 yards away from the penalty box. Bale hits it over the wall. Keeper dropped it first time, but then smothered it at the second attempt.
Tell you what, lovely dip on the ball, the way that he hits it and addresses it. Tell you what, we've got 2 wide players now on the same side. Do they realise? Is it George Williams that's going to be playing up front? Are they sure? Has anybody given them any information? You've just been booked, Joe, and you've knocked the ball away. Be careful.
He has got to be careful. Remember, a red card in the last campaign in the opening game against Belgium put Wales on the back foot when James Collins was sent off. They cannot afford to lose a man here.
Dave Cottrell has just told George Williams where to play. He doesn't know. He's not sure what his position is.
Right, what are they doing here? It's a free kick to Cyprus into the Welsh penalty area. Ledley got the header. Hennessy collects.
Right, this has got to be sorted because they're asking George Williams now, maybe Gareth Bale to play up front, George Williams to play off him.
Big clearance looking for Bale. Header up in the air towards halfway. What a dramatic start. Wales have already lost Simon Church. David Cottrell is on. Taylor in the left-back position. Turns away from his marker. First touch for Cottrell. Floats it across.
To you, to me.
Looking for James Chester. That wasn't the best ball to him.
Oh, hold on a minute. You're reacting there. You're reacting to the
Neil Taylor.
Down.
That was miles off the ball, though.
Not too sure what he did there.
And it was Christofi, Dimitri Christofi, who scored the goals in Bosnia.
How stupid is that? Had a little kick of him off the ball.
They've just got to keep their cool now, haven't they? Here's the goalkeeper. He's not their first choice, of course. Kizas. And it breaks on that far side. Wales to Hal Robson-Kanu, tried to slide it across the penalty area. Gunter follows up and wins possession. Deep in the Cyprus left-back position. Slides it forward to Robson-Kanu, touches it back for Gunter. Little back heel. Ledley Plays it forward to Robson Kano. Ledley has to be careful, he's on a booking now. But Cyprus look to break as they did so effectively on the opening night against Bosnia. Thrilling 2-1 win for them. And Williams comes across, knocks it against Sotirio, and out for a Cyprus throw. You're listening to BBC Radio Wales 5 Live Sport Extra, live at the Cardiff City Stadium. 8.5 minutes gone. It's Wales 0, Cyprus 0. But what a dramatic start, Kevin Ratcliffe.
Yeah, got a little bit of everything. We've had a little bit of recklessness. We've had an injury. And we've had a little bit of injection of pace, I do believe, which is nice to see. I'm still not sure that George Williams knows what his job is now. He's been taken from, you know, the left-hand side, wide left, and then playing in a position that maybe wasn't ready to do tonight. And now it's all new. Is he aware of what his job is about?
And when someone like Bale is taken out like that, is that under orders, would you say?
Is it a what, sorry, Rob?
Is that under orders?
Well, you know, the first chance you get, yeah.
Okay. Ball down the Wales right back position, run forward by Ephraim, robbed by Gunter though.
There's no doubt that, you know, your manager will say, look, if you can get a nice tackling on him early doors, you know, get steamed into him. A little bit old-fashioned. But now what you've got to try and do, you've got to be maybe cute. Get yourself on that player that's been booked. Try and entice him to another tackle. And if you're going to be cynical yourself and roll over a few more times.
Well, the player who was booked is Nicoladu.
I wouldn't have been too bothered in playing David Cottrell up front. You know, most people have actually seen Dave play in the wide area most of his playing career. He actually started off playing for Bristol City as a striker, and you know, his goal record as a striker in his early days was fantastic.
Yeah. Cardiff born, of course, David Cottrell. Christophe can't control the ball. And a slight lull, almost for the first time in the opening 10.5 minutes. It's goalless at the Cardiff City Stadium. As Swansea City's Neil Taylor takes the left-sided throw on the near side into Cottrell. Cottrell lobs it over the marker to Chester. So impressive on Friday against Bosnia was the Hull City man.
I'll tell you what, Rob, I didn't realise how small Chester was. You know, seen him in the lineup before the game, for the anthems, and I think Chris Gunter was actually taller than him.
Awkward back pass by Taylor for Ashley Williams, his Swansea teammate. Chester drives through up to Cottrell, centre field, inside the centre circle, moving left. Taylor's overlapping. George Williams has pulled out on the left. The Fulham youngster has the ball now onto his right foot, lays it back to Cottrell. Wales have players forward, and Bale in space on the edge of the penalty area. Wants it on his left foot, still going. Bale shoots, didn't get anything behind it. Goalkeeper saves it.
Well, you know, one time in your life you wish he was right-footed. Still think maybe he could have played it down the side there. But tell you what, good movement from Dave Cottrell, drifting inside, created a bit of space.
This is George Williams on the ball again. Drifts past the defender into the penalty area. Can he slide it across the Bale? Well, he can, but it didn't reach Bale, but it's knocked out for a corner. Devastating run by the youngster.
No fear whatsoever. Pass it one way, go the other. This is old-fashioned football, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic. We just can't seem to pick anybody out in the box. Maybe a touch too far. Maybe he wasn't confident enough to hit it.
12 minutes gone. Israel are 1-up in Andorra. Here it's goalless as Cottrell takes this corner from the left side, headed out to the edge of the box. Ledley heads it into the box to King, headed back out to Cottrell. Cottrell now crosses right footed from the left. It's gone back, everybody, and he scored! David Cottrell, the substitute, after just 5 minutes, has curled the ball in, and Wales have the lead. It's Wales 1, Cyprus 0. Who on earth would have thought it would be David Cottrell?
Well, I thought it was Robson Kanu. I mean, he's getting in there, he's getting across. Keeper thinks he's going to get a touch, but tell you what, It's all because the young lad George Williams, he's created it by getting the corner. Great delivery by Cottrell. Carnu Robson, he just gets across it. But tell you what a great start. Keeper's nowhere, by the way, absolutely nowhere on it. Just getting the replay on that. What a great start. 12 minutes into the game, with a goal up.
It's his first Wales goal for over 4 years. It's his second altogether. He scored against Luxembourg in August 2010. And David George Best Cottrell has scored again. But there's a shot comes in at the other end, and that was Soterio, and he had far too much room for my luck in Kevin Ratcliffe, but he drilled it straight at Sir Wayne Hennessy.
It's just a long ball from the keeper. It's come and he's got caught a little bit short. I don't know what's happened there.
We are top of the league is the shout from the Wales fans. Taylor, strong challenge on Christophe. Ball ricocheted out to that. Cyprus left.
Nice little battle going on between Christophe and Neil Taylor.
In Group A, Gylfi Sigurdsson of Swansea City, former Tottenham player, has scored for Iceland against the Netherlands, who were trailing at half-time against Kazakhstan on Friday night. Here, Wales are leading 1-0 against Cyprus. David Cottrell of Birmingham City. Here goes Bale, already in full flow. Bale shoots left-footed. Goalkeeper's dropped it again. They've just got to follow up every shot.
I tell you what, the ball's moving. Keeper's doing well. If anything, it's in a good position for him to make a save. But it's all just coming back off him. How easy does Gareth Bale just go past people? It's all about his touch, isn't it? It's all about his touch, taking it away from people.
And get this as well, Kevin Ratcliffe. Andorra have equalised from the penalty spot against Israel.
Don't tell me that's that prolific goal scorer, the centre-half who scored again for them. He's the only one that scores.
It's Andorra 1, Israel 1. They scored from the penalty spot just as they did against Wales. Mind you, they took the lead against Wales, and Wales needed 2 Gareth Bale goals. Good interception by Chester, though. Soterio is proving a bit of a handful. It was the same goal scorer. It was Edifons Lima. That's the one that was the name that was on the tip of your tongue, Kevin Ratcliffe.
The big tall lad at the back, it was.
Yeah, that's the one.
Where's number 5?
And that will be his 9th goal for Andorra.
Yeah.
Well, what a night.
8 penalties, I believe.
Quite a few penalties. He scored against Estonia and Belarus as well.
He nearly scored off a corner as well.
He did, yeah. So 1-1 there, but Wales lead 1-0 here. David Cottrell with the goal. It was a cross from the left, but it went all the way past the keeper, Kizas, who's already spilled a couple of shots as well.
Yeah, I tell you what, Rob, I like the movement of the team at the moment, especially the 4 lads maybe playing as the most forward-thinking players in Bale, George Williams, Cottrell and Robson Carnu. They're interchanging, which is good, and they haven't got a clue at the moment, Cyprus, what to do with it.
They're breaking down this near side, but Taylor steps in. Kyriakou.
He's got to watch his hands there. Neil Taylor going for the ball with his hand.
Christophe crosses from the right, little touch beyond the far post.
Just lost a little bit here then, Rob. Wrong man staying with the wrong player.
That was George Ephraim, who was started his career in the Arsenal Academy. And he also went to Rangers and Dundee in Scotland, so he's well travelled, George Ephraim. 17 minutes gone, 1-0. Wayne Hennessy, the Crystal Palace goalkeeper, decked out in all blue tonight with a pink flash. Bale wins the header, he's headed it on. Oh, and that's a mistake by Dossett Jr. on the edge of the box. Bale wins a second header. George Williams tries to keep it in. Yes. He does. Oh. And Dossett Jr. just... Oh no, it's a corner. The referee was right there.
Well, we scored off the last corner. Bearing it, come back out, and we delivered it back in again. So, good delivery from Dave Cottrell from the corner as well.
Dossett Jr. is arguing the toss. The He plays for Legia Warsaw in Poland. He's actually born in Portugal. As the goal scorer, David Cottrell, steps up to take this corner. Again, it's on the Wales left. He'll float it in right-footed. Referee has just stepped into the 6-yard box to have a word with Hal Robson-Kanu.
German referee.
Yeah. Cottrell with the corner now from the left side. Chips it in, it's headed away from the near post, comes out to Neil Taylor, slots it back out of Cottrell. Now what can he do again? He's going to cross the same. This time the goalkeeper waits for it, and there was a Welsh, I think it may have been Gareth Bale or Robson-Kanu went in front of the goalkeeper, but he stood his ground and he caught it.
Well, that's 4 great crosses he's put in. Absolutely fantastic, Dave Cottrell. You know, coming on, wasn't expected to come on so early.
Cyprus moving the ball in front of the Welsh back four. Taylor slid in there.
Now he's going to be...
Christophe.
He's been warned about this player, most probably. And he's wound up a little bit.
So it's a Cyprus free kick, 2 yards in from the near touchline. The Wales right. Dossett Jr. has gone across to the referee.
No, he's asking...
Why hasn't he been booked?
But, I mean, it was a bookable offence if you missed that challenge.
So Wales have defending to do. They lead 1-0. The white spray is out again. Cottrell and Bale.
Not very straight, is it?
They're not much of a wall. There's a 2-yard gap in between them, but maybe Wayne Hennessy can only see the ball like that. I've never seen a wall like that before, Kevin Ratcliffe. But here we go, we'll see what happens. Free kick taken in from the right-hand side. Andy King heads it away. That was Laban. Ball out to the Cypriot left, chipped in first time. Hennessy comes for it, drops it in the first attempt, and then gathers on the edge of his box, and then clears long, looking for the pace of Gareth Bale and the height of Gareth Bale. He didn't quite get that one. Good defensive job.
Got to go wider. If you're going to play balls like that, maybe a bit wider.
That was Macredis who won the header. You're listening to BBC Radio Wales and 5 Live Sport Extra. Wales against Cyprus, Group G, on the road to Euro 2016. 21 minutes gone. It's Wales 1, Cyprus 0. David Cottrell of Birmingham City. His first Welsh goal for 4 years.
Ashley Williams just feeling his elbow here. I think he must have landed on it or banged it.
Chris Coleman chewing away on the side. Watching Taylor take this throw in. Looking for Bale. That was telegraphed though. Headed forward by Murkes. And there's a handball, I think. Which
these are not bad, you know, Rob. Satori, he's not bad. He's playing up front. He thought he was going to be playing wide. And they've got good movement. Seem to have a good setup.
Well, they've had 4 wins in the last 4 years.
They don't look bad though. Don't look bad. But you know, sometimes with these type of teams, it's a true test of character when they go a couple of goals behind. You know, do the heads drop or whatever. But while they're still in it and there's still a goal, they're still there, prepared to fight.
Hennessy lofts that into the night sky. Bale heads it on. Robson-Kanu may drop for Cottrell again. I think there was a handball from Robson-Kanu though, as he came across the D of the penalty area. Bale is causing real problems with his height, with his aerial ability.
I don't think that's ever been in doubt.
Dossett Jr. has tried to take that free kick from at least 10 yards. He was in the D and he's a good 10 yards outside of it.
What would you say that Gareth Bale is? A 6'1"? It's got to be 6'1", surely.
Yeah, he's quite an impressive physical specimen, isn't he? Full stop. And not just good pace, but good physique as well. Chester cushions the header for the King of Leicester City. Chester again for the King once more. Up to Bale. Oh, lovely touch for Hal Robson-Kanu. Robson-Kanu's in here. Can he make it 2? He can! Hal Robson-Kanu made absolutely no mistake. And Wales have taken a grip on this game. Bale the provider, Robson Carnu, the executioner. Wales 2, Cyprus 0.
I'll tell you what, this is fantastic vision from Gareth Bale. I mean, he's marked dead tight, and this is what happens. This is how clever he is. Ball comes into him from Andy King. Terrific ability on the ball by King to see him. Comes off, he flicks it inside. I'll tell you what, I'm thinking Robson Carnu, put it away, please. Please put it away. A bit early if you don't mind. Takes his time. I thought he was going to get caught, but he hasn't. He slipped it under the keeper. Fantastic finish, great composure, and hopefully he might be able to enjoy it a little bit. Oh, I tell you what, just seen a little bang off the ball. I don't think it was intentional by Ashley Williams, but he's caught. I think it's Sartorio. Right flush on the chin.
Accidental.
Yeah, he was blocking him, but I don't think he meant to actually elbow him.
Well, he's battling for it now, the captain, and he's won it again. Ledley chips it forward, and it's all about the pace, isn't it, Kevin? It's happened twice now.
Yeah, well, it's the vision as well to flick balls. I mean, Joe Ledley there's played a ball, you know, that it's his championship experience as well, that he played so many games before the age of 23 in the championship, and he played a ball there that you don't normally play. By just getting it, nothing's on, put it in the channel, and I don't think kids these days are actually taught to do that.
Wales are top of Group B at the moment, leading 2-0 against Cyprus, who of course beat Bosnia on the opening day and then lost at home to Israel on Friday. Lovely play by King. This is a rampant Wales display in the opening 24.5 minutes. Gunter drives forward, poor ball out to Kotra though. Allowed the defender to intercept, played forward over halfway. Chester makes sure Williams gets time to lob it forward.
I thought
bit of afters.
Yeah. Didn't catch him if he does.
And 20,000 here making a good noise. Ledley comes back to intercept a pass which might have caused the back four a few problems. And Hennessy floats it forward again. Bale is caught in the back of the head by Dossett Jr.
Nah. This is cute play by Gareth Bale. I think he might have twanged his hairband.
He's taken the hairband off.
I think that's what's happened there, Robbie. I don't think he's really touched him that much, but you know, when you Gareth Bale and you get whacked here, there and everywhere, then sometimes when you do afraid that you've been hit or elbowed, then oh, here we go. This is an old school's favourite. This, I'm having a bit of a bad game. I think I'll pull a card.
Oh, Dossett Jr. it is who's gone to ground. Has he got cramp?
I hope not. You wouldn't be sending him in.
Surely not. Oh no, it's a knock.
I think he's landed on his heel a little bit, Rob, and it's sent a little bit of a wave up his leg maybe. Well, you say it was very innocuous, that sort of challenge, wasn't it? There was nothing really, only a little sort of a flick of the hand against the back of the head.
Well, Kevin, 2-0 up after 26.5 minutes. You said before the game, when Stefan Guerrero, our presenter, asked you what you would like, you said a couple of early goals would be nice. In fact, you said one.
Right, he said one, we've got two. I mean, two in the first 25 minutes is nice. First coming, well, really, 12 minutes after one, another really, wasn't it? 12 minutes, I think the first goal was. Looking comfortable, I'll tell you what, impressed tonight with Andy King. I know we're playing against Cyprus, and you expect the lads to be better than Cyprus, but it's the energy levels that he's actually giving to us alongside Joe Ledley. I mean, you know, when Aaron Ramsey and Joe Allen are fit, then I think you've got to have the likes of Joe Ledley in there, the workhorse.
It's a free kick to Wales. Cottrell plays it in. He's got the first goal. Ashley Williams heads it down. He was looking for Andy King. Didn't quite reach him. Cleared up to halfway. Ledley should keep the header in on this near side. Does better than that. Little nod forward by George Williams for Robson Carnu. Steepling ball on halfway again. Ledley claims he was held. Referee didn't see it. Doesn't want to foul now, Joe Ledley. And actually the ref did well then. Sutaria went down very easily. Robson Carnu and George Williams trying to work their way out of the defence. Lovely play by Ledley. Now Wales are overloading it on the right-hand side with Cottrell. Gunter is bursting forward outside him. Gunter crosses from the right-hand side. Goalkeeper's dropped it and clutched it at the second attempt. Why didn't Andy King turn it in?
He's dropped everything. I think he was wrong-footed, Rob. That's what it was. Just caught on the break. Great recovery from Dave Cottrell. Great recovery. I didn't think the ball should have been put in the box too early. They're going to have to make a substitute.
Dossa Jr. is off. Angelis Angeli is on.
That's a name for you, Rob.
Well, that's
okay. It easier. Take a few more off.
Yeah. Well, I thought Dossa Jr. was one of the easier. So Angelis Angeli is on. He's wearing number 6. And Cyprus have made their first changes. Wales storm forward again. Robson Kanu held up on halfway. 29 minutes gone. Radio Wales Sport and Radio 5 Live Sport Extra.
Just caught. If you lose the ball in midfield now, it's going to be attack. Just a little bit caught out.
We don't often see Wales dominating possession like this, do we? Ledley, giving the ball away. Curse of the commentator.
Yeah, well, we're just getting a little bit overconfident, I think, there. Steady.
Taylor thought about darting in, but
I was on
enough.
about him being steady and not you, Rob.
This is George Williams breaking down the left-hand side. Fulham youngster enjoying his full debut. Ran into plenty of white shirts then. And Cyprus will move in left with Laban. He's on a booking. He plays in Astra in Romania. Chips the ball out to the near side. Christofi plays for Sion in Switzerland. Good challenger by Robson Kanu. Bosnia 1, Belgium 0. Edin Dzeko of Manchester City. Whatever next in this group. So Bosnia started with a defeat by Cyprus, who are losing here in Wales. Ball into the box. And into the Wales box, that is. It was dangerous, and then Taylor's caught after the ball had gone.
He should have stayed down there. They would. You know, I'll tell you what, Ashley Williams, brilliant here. Just watch him on the monitor there, Rob. Sorry, I know the listeners can't do that, but tell you what, he just takes out the man who's making the run into the middle of the box. He just gets his body there, and just he's having a good old battle there with Sotorio. Tell you what, they can't be taken lightly. They've been putting some good balls in the. You know, they've got some decent quality in the side, Rob.
Well, they were 2 down against Israel on Friday and stormed back in the second half. Apparently, they missed a great chance at the last minute to make it 2-2. Cottrell tries to find George Williams again. Ledley steps in, goes up for a white boot, which was Laban, Vincent Laban, and Taylor will take the throw in on halfway. A couple of yards inside the Cyprus half. Throws infield to Gareth Bale. Bale will help it out right, will he? For once a poor ball, but Gunter follows up. Gunter again. Wide to Robson Kanu. Bale is deep now, midway inside the Cyprus half. Loses it at the first attempt to Makiridis.
He's looking for a foul there.
He was then, the Cypriot captain. King chips it down the right-hand side. Too strong for Gunter, though. Out for a goal kick. 31 minutes gone. Wales 2, Cyprus 0.
Well, comfortable at the moment, Rob, but
just want one more.
I just want one more. I'm getting to be a little bit greedy. Yeah. The thing is, you know, that they're exactly the same as us. They've had, you know, game on Friday. This is the second game, international game. It'll most probably take more out of them than it will us. The one thing is, we're not too sure why they've made changes. Is it because players have not played?
No, didn't play very well on Friday.
Weren't they?
They changed all down their right side. Although Ephraim was injured on Friday, and they always wanted him back in for tonight. Ledley lofts the ball over halfway. Bale wins the header. You've got to stick close to Bale because he's winning most things at the moment.
Got to close now and squeeze. I think Chris Coleman will be disappointed there. I'll tell you what, this Donna Jr. has taken a long time walking round here, hasn't he?
He is, Dossa Jr., yeah. He's off though, of course. Angelis Angeli is on.
Just walked around the pitch and he's just now going around the tunnel.
And at the very least now, Chris Coleman will want his side organised and to see this lead through to half-time, at the very least. 2-0. Cyprus attacked on the Wales right.
Oh, go on,
Robson Kanu, good challenge. Breaks to George Williams. He's just got to run. Actually leaves it to Bale. Wales have got 4 against 4 now. Williams has gone through the middle. Bale takes it on himself. Thinks about shooting. And it was an ideal tackle, you have to say, by Nicolau then.
I think George Williams has got to make a run. Maybe be a bit greedy. Have a little go himself.
Christofi now. Christofi up to the edge of the Wales penalty area. Comes out to Kyriakou. Kyriakou's cross is blocked. It'll be delivered in again. Christofi just inside the Wales penalty area. Onto his right foot. He doesn't want to shoot though. He's holding it up and Cottrell slides in.
Great, that's a great
50-50
challenge.
challenge.
Both players have gone in.
Well, the linesman has flagged for a Cypriot free kick and it's going to be a yellow card for David Cottrell. But what a night he's had. On after 5 minutes for the injured Simon Church. Scored his second Welsh goal and now he's been booked.
Well, it's already, how many? Is that 3 or 4 players already been booked now?
That's 3 now. 2 Welsh, Ledley and Cottrell, and Nikolai of Cyprus.
Getting a little bit concerned here, Rob, with just sort of switching off a touch, you know. And Dad's got to realise there's other players there when he's going forward. He can't make it happen all the time. And you've got to remember, he's burning up a lot of energy every time he gets the ball.
Interesting again, a free kick down the Cypriot right, about 3 or 4 yards from the corner of the penalty area, and the 2-man wall, there's a split in the middle between Bale and Cottrell.
The ball can't go in into the goal if it goes through the middle. It's the keeper's fault. What he's asking you to do is to bend it round Cottrell in between. It'll go at the near post. It won't go in there. The one thing that will do yet is a right footer on it round Cottrell.
But this is Laban, who looks like he's shaping up to take this left-footed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 white shirts in the box. Laban floats it in. Hennessy didn't get there, it's gone in! Laban has scored! Cyprus are back in this! Curled in from the right-hand side. And Laban, well, he was as surprised as anyone. He saw the ball go over a crowd of players and curl in the far post. And 10 minutes before half-time, it's Wales 2, Cyprus 1.
Or maybe a little wake-up that we need. You know, we can't sort of, take things for granted. 2-0 up, international side. I'd say they're not bad. They've delivered some good balls into the box, Rob. And once again, that's teased the keeper. And the keeper comes. There's too many bodies there for me. You know, too many bodies for Wayne Hennessy. And if he does, he's got to take everybody, even his own players, out.
Well, 2-1. Williams upended in the Cypriot half. No foul though. Ledley, Cottrell, White and Neil Taylor. It's cut and thrust at the moment, but Cyprus are right back in this now. Cottrell, who up the scoring, leaves it to Taylor down the left side. Darting back towards halfway, finds Ledley. King is inside. Now they go back over halfway to Chester of Hull City. Chester switches play out to Cottrell on the left-hand side. Can't reach him with the long pass. Christofi's there to help clear it into midfield. Ashley Williams gets there first. King wanted it, but Williams looks at Cottrell. Good ball. Cottrell will take on Kyriakou. Turns him one way. But lovely cross into the middle. Only cleared to the edge of the box. Bale shoots. Blocked by a crowd of players. Didn't get that much on it anyway. Taylor has to be careful and is content to win a throw-in.
Well, once again, Cottrell, he's looking good stuff at the moment down this left-hand side.
Taylor with a throw, 15 yards from the Cyprus penalty area. Williams has come across, that's George Williams.
We've got to squeeze a little bit better, Rob, than what we're doing. I mean,
Ledley chests it down to Cottrell. Oh, it's an ambitious ball, but he's somehow got there. Switching it from the left side to Gunter on the right. Bale drops deep, 15 yards inside the Cyprus half. Lovely ball disguised to Cottrell. Will he keep it in on the byline? No, he won't. Just gone out for a goal kick.
Not too sure if it was meant for him. Neil Taylor's got to push on a little bit more. When the ball gets knocked forward, from deep. He's got to push. He's got to make everybody go. Because Joe Ledley's coming across. He's trying to do it, and he's leaving the midfield area bare. We've only got 2 in there anyway. We've not got 3. You've got to keep your discipline a little bit more.
7 minutes to half-time, 2-1. And now Chris Coleman really will want them to hold this till half-time. Christophe, who's good on the ball, and he's played a testing pass out to that far side, but Antoniades is beaten to it by Chris Gunter. Antoniades takes the throw-in. All in Welsh territory. Ball across halfway, seized on by George Williams. Now what can he do here? Williams, he's still going. 2 had a nibble at him. 1 is going to get booked, and it's going to be Angelis, who took out George Williams.
Well, I think it was actually somebody else before that. I'm not quite sure if it was Angelis. Yeah, I think it was.
Well, 3 goals, 4 bookings,
I think it was
lively.
Merkis who committed the first foul. It's direct, isn't he?
He is.
Very direct.
Pace, though, isn't it, Kevin? Pace. What it's all about, George Williams.
I tell you what, he's just picked up a little bit of a knock here. Get on the ball. Somebody else get on the ball. I know that Gareth Bale's going to hit it.
He is.
I'll tell you what you've got to do, Rob. You've got to follow this in.
You have, yeah, because the keeper has spilled virtually every shot that's come towards him. So Gareth Bale stands over this free kick, takes 4 or 5 steps back. The wall is on the edge of the box. The crowd clapping in expectation as Real Madrid's Gareth Bale shoots. Oh, goalkeeper just punched it away. Ledley header headed off the line. Wales corner.
The way the crowd were clapping. I mean, what is it? Are we in an ice hockey game or? I don't know. We'll be having the piano next, won't we? Or the organ.
Could have been 3-1.
Tell you what, Joe Ledley's header as well off the line.
Cottrell corner, left-hand side. Drills it across.
Oh, just a bit too much on it from Gareth Bale.
Bale header balloons over the bar.
I'm going to have to put that down as a little bit of a chance at goal. I've had him. He's had 4 shots at goal, 2 and 2 off target. 4 have hit the target.
That one clipped off the wall. Actually, the goalkeeper did well, didn't he?
Tell you what, it was a great save. And then Joe Ledley following up, headed it. I think Merkis headed it off the line.
Yeah, it was a header off the line. Wales have had 8 attempts on goal in this first half compared to Cyprus's 2, but it's 2-1 on Radio Wales Sport and 5 Live Sport Extra.
Gareth had 6 of them. I said 4 on target, 2 off.
Oh, it's riveting, isn't it? Decent stuff with international football.
Yeah, we've had a good tempo considering we played an international match on Friday.
Israel are 2-1 up on Andorra now. And Gylfi Sigurdsson has a second for Iceland against the Netherlands as Bale slides in and forces a terrible mistake from Tassos Kizas, the goalkeeper. He's not the first choice, and he looks that way, frankly, although he did make a good save from Bale's free kick just now.
But the one thing, Robert, we've said it, haven't we, is you've got to follow up with this guy. Everything's coming off him.
Well, he knocked the ball out for a throw-in, which Wales have taken down their right-hand side. George Williams in the Cyprus left-back position. Plays it back to Gunter. Bale waits in the middle. It goes across the box beyond Bale. Cottrell was coming in, but he's beaten to it. Taylor lets it roll out on the near side. 3 minutes to half-time. It's Wales 2, Cyprus 1. Ledley back to Taylor. Oh, just overhit it, and Taylor couldn't collect on the touchline, so the pressure will be eased. Wales have already made a substitution, of course. Simon Church off after just 5 minutes with a shoulder injury. But then David Cottrell came in and floated in a cross. Then Hal Robson-Kanu steered home after Bale's lovely touch. And Cyprus equalised through Laban, 2-1. Got 1 goal back through Laban. Robson-Kanu tries to wriggle his way down the right-hand side into King. Robson-Kanu again. Can't quite get there, goes out for a goal kick. Maybe King should have crossed it.
He didn't know what was around him, I don't think, Rob. He needs a little shout. He's been excellent, King. He's playing a little bit further forward as a midfield player than Joe Ledley. Joe's just holding and sweeping up things, being the safeguard. Good match.
It is a good match, isn't it? 2 minutes to half-time. It's flown by on Radio Wales Sport and 5 Live Sport Extra. 2-1. Williams beaten in the air, and I think he was climbing over Soterio, and it's a Cyprus free kick. Now this is deeper. It's about 20 yards from the Wales penalty area in the inside right position.
Laban again.
Laban, who scored the first Cyprus goal, second for his country.
A little bit more middle of the pitch rather than before, maybe 10 yards further back, maybe 15, and that's a long way from where the ball's being taken.
Now again there's a split in the wall. Cottrell stands on the white spray. Bale moves 2 yards to his right so Hennessy can see. And if Hennessy goes for this one, there's a line of players just inside the Wales penalty area. Laban floats it across. Red shirt gets to it. It's Ashley Williams, heads it out to the right-hand side. Played back. Floated back in again to the edge of the box. Christophe picks it up under pressure from Taylor. Then it's fed out to the far side. Merkis had stayed forward, but Cyprus go back deep. Good ball across to Christophe on this near side. Cottrell has shadowed the run back towards halfway. He's just outside the centre circle now, Christophe. Bale stabs in a foot. Ephraim across to Angeli, the substitute. Antoniades. And Wales just content to pack their defensive line, but there's 4 minutes of added time. That'll tell you how many stoppages we've had. The longest one was Simon Church, but we've had 4 bookings as well. 2 substitutions. Ball inside on the edge of the box, but Andy King is there and leaves it back to Hennessy.
Just got to see this first half out now and then sort of get in, regroup and see what the danger is.
Second half?
Nah, can't see it, Rob, myself. I'd maybe like to see another man in midfield. I just think as the game goes on, they don't look bad. They're all comfortable on the ball. And if we start getting deeper, as we are getting now, and we will do it towards the end of the game, because it's natural, because you get tireder, then there's more space in midfield, so they'll get more of the ball. And I'd hate to be hanging on with just a goal lead.
Yeah. As Cyprus tried to break down their left-hand side. It's Antoniades who holds off the challenge of Robson Carnu. Ball into the Wales penalty area, and that will go beyond Wayne Hennessy's right-hand post. We played a minute of the added 4. Kevin Ratcliffe, former Wales captain. What do you make of what you've seen so far?
Yeah, good start. You know, 2 good goals, and then a little bit of sloppiness steps in, creeping in, and then they get a free kick. And to say you haven't defended it, you do stop when the keeper comes. As a defender, you naturally stop. You don't want to get in his way. You don't want to jump just in case you get above him or get in the way as well. And really, does the keeper need to come? That's a big question. You've got to ask yourself, does the keeper need to come? Me personally, too many bodies there for him to come. He's made the wrong decision, and if he does come, he's got to take everybody.
He was exemplary on Friday night against Bosnia, was Wayne Hennessy.
Well, this is the thing, I don't think he's played enough games.
Well, no, he's not a first choice at Crystal Palace.
All of a sudden, mentally and physically, mentally as well, that you know, you're tested.
2 minutes of the added 4 to go. 2-1 Wales lead. Ball lofted out to that Wales right, but headed down in the right back position by Gunter, picked up by Robson Carnu. Robson Carnu holds it up for King, goes back for Chester. Square to Ashley Williams, just in front of his own penalty area. Then he knocks it, a good ball, finds Robson Carnu. Robson Carnu drives at the Cypriot defence, moving central. Cottrell is there in the box, he's found him. Cottrell tries to knock it past the keeper. Bale shoots just over the bar to the deflection.
Saved. I think as a keeper got a touch What a fantastic save this is. Tell you what, you're thinking this is going in. I tell you, lovely ball to Cottrell. Cottrell does his best, a bit overstretched. That's to have a touch. Can't lift it over the keeper. And what?
I think it was a deflection.
What a strike! Yeah, it's a just deflection off this.
Wales corner, left-hand side again. Cottrell with it, floats it to the far post. Goalkeeper's dropped it again, but nobody near him.
I'm sure his name's T-Fowl. He won't be getting their best pleased at half-time. Them non-stick gloves.
Well, I was going to say, he's dropped a few, hasn't he?
He doesn't look a presence, does he?
No. Plays for FAWales Nicosia. This is his 12th cap tonight. As Hennessy guides the ball forward, bounces off the defender. George Williams gave chase again. He should be fresh. He should be able to last the 90.
You don't know how much the game's taken
Ledley, that's a lovely ball with the outside of his left foot out to George Williams on the right-hand side. King picks it up, drives forward inside right position. Still going Andy King. Can't quite get to it. He's tackled by Antoniadis, but this is where Wales will want to be in the last few seconds of this first half. In fact, that is the last kick of the first half, and what a first half it's been. Wales suffered an early blow when Simon Church was off because of a shoulder injury, but his replacement, David Cottrell, took just 6 minutes to score his second goal for Wales, his first for 4 years. Then Hal Robson-Kanu, after a deft flick by Gareth Bale, made it 2-0. But Cyprus are back in this after Vincent Laban. Well, he guided a crossover and it ended up inside the far post.
Edrychwch allan am eich gilydd.
Try to stay positive.
A little message or a little phone call can go a long way.
Don't keep your feelings to yourself.
Cefnogi ein gilydd.
Try and stick to your daily routine, even if you're at home.
Try to stay active. Keep yourself occupied with things you enjoy doing at home.
Eat well and stay hydrated.
Keep talking to your teammates.
Because together,
We are stronger.
Gorau chwarae.
cyd, chwarae.
ar ffordd ymlaen I weld yn glir. Da ni'n symud ymlaen ta di'r niwl yn dy gydio. Ti'n nôl ac ymlaen tra mae'r byd yn dy basio. Dro ar ôl tro, ar ôl tro, ar ôl tro, mae'r gwynt yn dy daflu'r chi. Ond o, mae'n wir yn ei gael heb.
Cyprus to kick off, back in this game after Vincent Laban's goal just before half-time. After David Cottrell and Hal Robson-Kanu had given Wales a 2-goal cushion. We just wonder what Chris Coleman will have said during that half-time break. Certainly it'll be keep it tight, at least for the first few minutes of this half. George Williams jumps for a clearance.
I'll tell you what, there's no danger about this lad not being brave. I'll tell you what, he goes for challenges he's got no right to go for.
He does. Cyprus build up on their right-hand side. Makaridis, the captain. Can't get it past Taylor. Bale puts pressure on. Bale intercepts. George Williams' ball just runs away from him. Angeli, the substitute, picked that one up.
We're not moving from the back, Rob. We're happy to sit in while players are closing down. We've got to move.
They are at the moment. And they're allowing Cyprus plenty of the ball. They did have more possession, as it turned out, in that first half than Wales did. Williams, Ashley Williams, the captain, comes out to head it away. George Williams had a nudge in the back then, but the ball breaks for Wales with Gunda breaking over halfway for the Robson-Kanu.
He's got a funny stride, hasn't he, Robson-Kanu? You don't think he's quick, but tell you what, he's got short strides. I think that's what it is. See, this is all game time. They're not really aware.
No, they took that throw in quickly and it was wasted.
Oh, that's a yellow. That's two lads in the middle. Red!
Oh, it's a red card, Andy King!
Whoa, what's going on?
Andy King, it was a tackle from behind.
This
on 47 minutes and Wales are down to 10 men and Andy King has sent off the Leicester City midfield player.
Now, if that's a sending off, why wasn't the one in the first half against Gareth Bale a sending off? Well, now you've got to start thinking, Chris Coleman.
He's already having a chat with his captain, Ashley Williams. Is that a red card?
Nah, he's got the back of his heel. I don't think it's... I think it's a...
Oh, well, well, Makaridis...
Well, I'd like to sort of say now that, you know, whatever other tackle goes on, I mean, yeah, it's a poor challenge, but I don't think it's a sending off offence. Well, that changes the whole complex of the game now. Gareth Bale up front on his own.
And Bale has been booked.
Oh well.
Gareth Bale booked. This by the German referee, Emmanuel Great.
This is the referee trying to make a name for himself in the game.
Well, I mean, it was a foul by Andy King, there's no doubt about that. And now Chris Coleman and Ocean Roberts.
Well, they're talking about it rather than having a plan for it, because you should be prepared for this.
So it's 10 against 11.
Gareth Bale's got to drop into midfield. He's got to drop into the centre. Leave little George Williams up front. And you've got to change it. Now, do you change it to 3 centre-backs and go 4 in midfield and 2 up front? Keep the initiative, be brave. Well, I think you might have to bring in on another midfield player, and the only midfield player I can see there is Dave Edwards.
So Wales have a good 41 minutes at least to hold out.
See, George is not experienced enough to, now he's just running and running.
Yeah, well, he will run himself out, won't he?
Well, yeah, he's just got to run so far, make him go one way, and don't let him come back. Don't let him come back.
Well, I mentioned at the start of the last group, Wales were on the back foot almost from the off when James Collins was sent off in the opening game against Belgium. And they've suffered another red card here. Andy King, first time in his Wales career.
I think you might be better with Robson Carnu up front.
This is Robson Carnu barging through 2 or 3 players, still going Robson Carnu. Thinks about taking on Angeli, left the ball.
Don't forget the ball. Don't forget the ball.
He did then. So Wales now have Hennessy, Gunter, Chester, Ashley Williams and Taylor, Ledley, Cottrell, Bale, George Williams and Robson Carnu.
Well, are we not going to make a substitution?
Well,
are we not going to take the young lad off?
Sam Ricketts is warming up.
Are we not going to take the young lad off and put Dave Edwards on and leave Gareth Bale up front?
Maybe they think George Williams might get them something on the break, Kevin Ratcliffe.
So will Gareth Bale.
2-1, but Wales are down to 10. Now it's a real test of their character, and this could really unhinge the group that was going pretty well for them. And Cyprus are right back in this. It's Ledley who gets back there to knock it out for a throw-in, but they've been under pressure almost since King went off. Got to keep pace on up front just to get them back downfield, haven't they?
The young lad's not experienced enough, Rob. You know, we've got Gareth Bale, a forward-thinking player. Look how forward he is from the midfield. He should be sitting back a little bit. I think Chris is not going to do anything about it at the moment, and I think he should be.
And Taylor gets back there, in trouble on his own byline, but he gets help from Cottrell, who finds George Williams. Now George Williams takes a little run, loses it though in midfield. So Taylor steps in, Ledley out to Taylor again, floats it forward, looking for Bale. Bale beaten in the air, picked up by Robson Carnu. Robson Carnu immediately robbed by George Ephraim. Wales have it again with Robson Carnu, back to Ledley. Oh, it's a terrible ball from Ledley, looking for Gunter. Chester spared his blushes then. Brilliant tackle to win back possession.
Got to change it. I've said this before in games, and it could be too late before we change it.
Ashley Williams told by the crowd that there was somebody coming in behind. Wales now attack down the left. They're into Cyprus territory, deep in it with Cottrell, who opened the goal scoring. Nobody available, he says. So he goes to the other side of the referee, helps it out to the left side. Neil Taylor, Bale now picks it up. Just got to run at them, hasn't he?
Where though? It's all blocked up, Rob. He's going nowhere.
Belgium have equalised against Bosnia. 1-1 there now. Bale still going. No foul, says the referee, but it is a Wales throw-in down their right side.
Never been in this situation, Rob. You know, you're leading the game, and you know you need to make a change.
Makaridis strong on Bailam, wins back possession.
Not bad, this Makaridis,
He's a terrier, isn't he?
He's a clever little player.
65th cap for him, he's full of experience. Cyprus have Kisas in goal, and then it's Kyriakou, Murkis, Angeli, and Antonades. Nikolai and Laban. Bale taken out on halfway, no, says the referee. Efrem, Makaridis, Sotiriou, and Christofi. 2-1 Wales lead though. Being taunted down this left side by Efrem. Sweeps it out to the right side. All happening in Wales territory. They go deeper to Laban, the Cypriot goal scorer. Boos every time Cyprus are in possession. You won't need me to tell you when they're on the ball. They move forward again. Floated out to the left side. Picked up by Antoniadis. Antoniadis lays it back to Makaridis. Chris Coleman urges his side to move out of the penalty box.
We've got nobody coming across.
Crowd needed by Wales now. They're under pressure. Makaridis to the edge of the box. Christofi shoots, scoops it wide, right-footed from the edge of the penalty area. 9 minutes into the second half. Wales are winning 2-1, but they're down to 10 men, and they're up against it, Kevin Ratcliffe.
Well, they're up against it, but they're not helping each other in one respect. And Chris is Coleman, Ocean Roberts and Kit Simons have all got to get together, and you can't expect Joe Ledley to fill the midfield on his own. It's waiting to happen.
Hennessy clears long. Bill doesn't win the header. Ledley should win the second header. Little nudge in the back. Free kick Wales inside the centre circle. She had almost allowed us a goal on Radio
Now they're going to be making it. Now they're going to be making it. It's Dave Edwards. I mean, once again, Rob, this has come really 5 minutes too late for me. You know, it should have been straight after the sending off. Get the lad on. Williams off.
Ball chip forward, looking for Robson Carno. Holds it up on this near side, the Wales right. Still going, Robson Carno. He's got 2-3 players up against him. Chips it across.
Next thing, tried to get the corner.
Goal kick.
Tried to get it across. He just doesn't seem to have enough in his tank, does he? This is another one you've got to be looking at towards the end of the game and thinking, you know, he's going to have to give me everything he's got, and then for the last 10 minutes maybe take him off.
Well, Dave Edwards is experienced. This will be his 27th Wales appearance, and it's a time of need. They lead 2-1, but they're down to 10 men, and we've only played 55 minutes. Andy King sent off.
Could be a long 25 minutes, couldn't it, Rob? I mean, that was a foul throw.
Cyprus have possession in their own half. Laban moves over halfway, picks out Antoniadis. Antoniadis across the face of the box, and there was a looping shot by Efrem.
Bit of a deflection, that, Rob.
Dave Edwards taking a last swig of a drink before stripping off, ready to come on. George Williams can't win the header. Jumped early enough, went over his head. He's not very big anyway, the Fulham youngster. Just got to calm it down, haven't they, and get Edwards on, bottle up the midfield a little.
Yeah, get it a bit tighter to get. Look how spread across it is. It's there's a big space in where Ashley Williams has come out of, not being filled.
Cyprus are good on the ball. Christofi was moaning at the referee that he was pulled down off the ball, so it wasn't Christofi, it was Sotiriou. Cyprus have got real hope here, they believe. Left-footed shot, Hennessy watches it go wide, but at the expense of a corner. Cyprus is first. We've played 12 minutes in the second half. That's nearly 10 minutes since the dismissal.
Yeah, and we haven't made a change. You know, you don't see it, even the better sides, they don't play like this. You know, wide open.
takes the corner. Oh, and it was a far post header.
There you go, George Williams.
And it was Ephraim who was steaming in, and George Williams did about just enough to get in his way.
No, he didn't. He lost his man. He lost his man because he's not used to that. That is not in his game.
And as predicted by Kevin Ratcliffe some 10 minutes ago, George Williams heads off. He's done okay though.
Well, very bright, very bright. Nothing to do with your performance. It's all to do with tactics. It's 10 minutes too late, by the way.
10 minutes after the sending off, yeah.
No, it's you could be punished. You know, now you've got your threat up front. He'll also win you a header.
Bale's gone forward. Edwards wins his first header. He's quite tall for a midfield player, the Wolves man. And Bale has been found by Robson Carno, right-hand edge of the Cypriot penalty box. Floats it across to Cottrell on the edge of the penalty on the far side. Goes back to Taylor, who's deep. Taylor slides it across the face of the box to Edwards. Back to Gunter. Back to Chester on halfway.
That's all right.
Chester goes all the way back to Wayne Hennessy.
Robson Carno again. And then feed off him, get round him.
Robson Carno is the target, headed down by Ephraim, but Ledley comes across.
They've got to squeeze a little bit quicker. Yeah, they're offside, so you could say that they've actually done the job when the ball comes back, that they have moved up, but just like to see them maybe a couple of yards more for defence. It's like another substitution maybe for Cyprus here. I'm just sort of writing a few notes down. Maybe not. It's got to go. It's got to go down this side, down the side.
Chester thought about taking the free kick. Bale gives it to him instead. And Bale is in the right back position at the moment, picking up possession. Leaves it to the Hull City defender James Chester. Forward to Edwards.
Yeah, they've got to look forward now. Got to look forward.
Just trying to take time out of the game as well.
Yeah. Get forward.
Gunter down the right-hand side. Robson Carno dashes after this. It's a long ball.
Keep going. Keep going.
Keeper stop.
Keeper's not the best.
No, and
you've got to take heart from that, Rob. You take heart from the keeper. He's unsure. You know, any chance you get, put the ball in on him. The only problem is when you get Gareth Bale dropping, you know, he's got to be up front. He's got to be up front.
He's all over the place at the moment. He's received the ball from Gunter.
Yeah.
Thinks about trying to go forwards. Inside to Ledley. Ledley helps it. Past Christophe to Taylor. Taylor has space down the left-hand side. Wide to Cottrell. Cottrell onto his right foot. Chips it into the middle. Wide of the far post.
You always know what he's going to do. You know he's going to come inside. I've seen him score a goal from that position before. You know, I think that's just ghosting past by a yard or two.
Half an hour to go. Wales lead 2-1 on Radio Wales and BBC 5 Live Sport Extra. But they're down to 10 men. Andy King sent off for a red card challenge on 48 minutes by the referee Manuel Grey from Germany. It was from behind, it was slightly high. I can sort of see why the referee did it, even though I've seen worse, and obviously Cyprus got away with worse early on against Bale. But there we are. Ball into the Wales box. Ashley Williams heads it away, picked up by Robson Carno. Thinks about trying to dart forward, but only Bale is upfield, so Taylor looks to Bale, but chips it out for a throw-in on the far side in front of the big Ninian stand. The top tier empty tonight. 30-odd thousand here on Friday. Looks around 20 tonight. School day tomorrow, so that's maybe understandable. Ball forward, Taylor says I'll deal with this and heads it back to Hennessy.
It's good. Good play by Neil Taylor. Just looks a better shape now, Rob.
This is really going to test their stamina, isn't it, after Friday night against Bosnia?
Certainly
as well.
Certainly is. I mean, it's not what your clubs want to hear.
Poor clearance by Hennessy on his left foot. Ephraim, but robbed by Dave Edwards. Gunter of Reading, back to Chester again. 5 yards in front of his own penalty area. Bale chests it down for Ledley. Ledley is robbed by Macaridis, but puts in a foot and plays it back to his captain Ashley Williams. Big responsibility on the Swansea and Wales skipper now. as Gunter sees space down the right side, moves out to halfway, holds it up. Edwards is having to take it inside. Back to Gunter again, across the face of halfway to Ledley.
Right, they're squeezing.
So
now we've got the pace.
Forward for Robson.
We've got the pace. They are squeezing right the way up. They're doing what the manager's asking him to. And like Joe Ledley sees it, knocks it into the space. We've got the pace, hopefully, in the wide positions. Cottrell, Robson Kanu, and obviously Gareth Bale.
Throw in taken. And received back by Gunter. Ledley just inside the Cypriot half.
He can't go in, he can't go chasing because he can't miss challenge, because if he does, he's off as well. And then our best hope is maybe get another sent off and get the game off. Oh.
Kyriakou just kept the ball in on the right side for Cyprus, who moved forward up to halfway.
Oh, yeah, off the ball. What's happened to Ashley Williams? Yellow. No. He's seen something here. This is Soterio. And there's been a big battle between him and Ashley Williams, and I think he's elbowed him. Now, if he's elbowed him off the ball and the referee's seen it, then I'm afraid. Oh, I don't know if that's a punch. If that's a punch, then I'm afraid, having seen the rugby, it's not allowed.
It wasn't quite as bad as Ben Flow, if that's what you're aiming at.
I'll tell you what, if that's raising your arms, Rob, then...
Good take by Robson Kanu from the free kick. Hit long, tries to play into the box, cleared away. Robson Kanu lets it run. Maybe he should have tried to get the header back, but he's won it back on the touchline. Lays it back to Gunter. Tried to play inside to Dave Edwards, who's made a run. And Wales have a throw in again on this near touchline. It's 2-1, they trail.
I've got to say, Rob, there's a bit of inconsistency with the referee tonight. Oh, massive, not just a little, but a massive inconsistency with him.
Gunter and Edwards try and work this throw in on the near side, but Makaridis is in there again, and Cyprus win it back. Gunter goes past the man with the ball to get back into position, but Cyprus move it right to Kyriakou. Kyriakou moves forward. Taylor tackles Christofi, does well. Maybe should have put the ball out, but he's played it back in field. Nikolaou. Angeli, the substitute. Makaridis comes back on the left-hand side. Forward to Antoniadis. Antoniadis can't get the crossover thanks to a Hal Robson Kanu block. 25 minutes to go. Wales lead 2-1, but they're down to 10 men. No change elsewhere, still 1-1 between Bosnia and Belgium, and Israel are 2-1 up in Andorra. And Jelly tries from, well, that must have been 35 yards, and it went 20 yards over the bar. Happy to see that all the time, Kevin Ratcliffe.
Yeah, I don't think the manager is. His manager's
he's
shouting his orders at him there, and why do you think you were sub, he was saying. If I thought you could score from there, I would have started with you.
He'll be up front alongside Gareth Bale for Real Madrid. Ball is on halfway. Edwards helps it forward. Can't find Ledley with the cushioned header. Ephraim goes back to Antoniadis.
I think we need that one chance, Rob. That's what we've got to do. Be patient enough to get that one chance in the game. They'll be saying the same thing as well.
Well, they've got to fancy their chances now, haven't they?
Well, they should do. I mean, like I say, they're comfortable on the ball. They're looking to knock it around, and say they've got a man extra. One thing you've got to do with a man extra is keep your width. But the width they're looking for is from the fullbacks. I'm not too sure that's the type of width I would be looking for. And it looks like another substitution. And I think it's going to be Alexandru.
Just because you can say the name.
Well, I'm a little bit more comfortable than the Bosnians the other night, I must admit.
So, Alexandru. He's about to come on for Cyprus, but nobody's moving at the moment. Nektarios Alexandru. 2-1 Wales lead, but they're having to defend as Cyprus attack down the right-hand side. Making run to the byline, but Hennessy cuts out the cross
Rob.
At the near post.
I think the thing is, Rob, you know, that's poor defending. You know, Neil Taylor's got to do better there. He's got to stop that cross.
Bale wants it long.
Well, he wanted it long earlier, but I think that Wayne Hennessy's done the right thing there, you know.
And an easy header for Angeli, took no chances then. So Alexandru is on. And Marius Nicolaou is off.
It looks like Ephraim's going to go further forward instead of being in the midfield.
Ball chipped over the top. Bale now into the penalty area, shoved off the ball. Oh, he's put it straight across the line, just across the face of the goal from an acute angle. Well, it would have been some goal to score from where he was.
I think he was actually putting in that area. Maybe if Robson Carnu can get across. But you know, that's why I say that one chance you're looking for. Yeah, Chris Gunter, get in and put him in.
And Gunter is in down the right hand side. Angeli comes across. Good challenge, but it's a Wales throw.
Take your time, let the lads have a breather. They're working a little bit harder than usual because they're a man down. Just take the sting out of it. I know the crowd want you to do it quick.
Throwing into Bale in the penalty box. Bale tries to turn, wants a corner. Has a word with the official behind the byline, but gets nothing. Goal kick taken.
Poor throw, really, Rob from Chris Gunter.
Was, yeah.
You know.
2-1, approaching the 69th minute. The minutes seem like hours at the moment of this crowd, but they're doing their bit to keep Wales going after a draining goalless draw here with Bosnia on Friday, although Cyprus, of course, lost at home to Israel.
Tell you what, Rob, I'd be looking now, if I'm the players,
Here comes Cyprus again down the left side with Antoniadis.
If Gareth Bale just come off a little bit more, go to the halfway line, they're 1v1 against him, and all you've got to do is hit the corner, and he'll get away from Angelis.
And he's been booked, of course, Angeli.
Yeah. Angeli or Angelis?
Antoniadis crosses into the middle. It's still not clear by the Wales defence. Well, Cottrell is cool. Little spin and wins the throw-in.
He's been excellent since he walked onto the pitch. He's been absolutely excellent.
No wonder his parents called him George Best.
Apparently his mother was a beauty queen.
Inside the last 20 minutes. BBC Radio Wales 5 Live Sport Extra, Group B Euro 2016 qualifier. Wales 2, Cyprus 1. But that's not even half the tale, because Andy King has been sent off for Wales 3 minutes into the second half. And they're hanging on.
Keep going, keeper. You know what the keeper's like.
Keeper, Kisas, doesn't make much of the clearance. And then a clever play by Dave Edwards. Felt just the slightest nudge from Makaridis in his back and kneeled down on the ground, and the referee was right there to give the free kick.
It must be a year or two before Dave had his last cap, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's not been a regular lately. He's come back in from the international wilderness.
I think mainly his caps were from a young age. You know, I remember he had a terrific game against Germany in Germany. He's a more matured Dave Edwards. This is a bit far out, surely, for Gareth Bale. But I tell you what, follow this ball in on the keeper, because he won't catch it.
Well, the two-man wall is about 8 or 9 yards in front of the D. It's central. Bale's going to have a goal from here, and he hits it into the empty seats.
And he won't. That's one of the worst free kicks I've ever seen him take. But I wouldn't think about taking him off.
So he is human then? No, not quite.
No.
He is mortal like the rest of us.
A little bit too far out, that, wasn't it, Rob? That was a little bit Roy of the Rovers, wasn't it?
It was rather. The band moves forward again, drives it out to the left-hand side. Alexandru, the substitute, gets a touch. Gunter is right there, shepherds the ball out for a throw, but it's in the Wales right back position. 2 balls on the pitch at the moment.
I think you've got to get another man across. Who's getting in front? Come on.
Antoniadis, back to Makaridis. Now Wales are stretched on their left-hand side. The Cyprus alter the angle of the attack.
If I was Gareth Bale, I'd drift away now. That ball's got in, drift away.
Ball floated into the middle, Chester deals with it. Gunter came inside as well.
Great.
Cottrell's right there again. Lays it back to Gunter. Gunter plays it forward, Angeli, under pressure from Bale, knocks it back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper can't pick it up, but it is a good ball forward to Merkis.
Well done, Robson Kanu. He's stopped his run going forward there.
Now it's out to Alexander on this near side, but again Gunter heads it out. Clock shows 73 minutes.
Another foul throw. Stay on your feet. Oh, that's a foul.
And then
he's given a free kick.
He has given a free kick.
Is he giving it? He's giving it their way, is he? No.
No, it's a Wales free kick. That was Soteriou, who has been booked, of course.
Stop. Tell you what. Watch. Tell you what. Oh, that's high. It's a booking. He's got away with it.
He has rather. And David Cottrell is just alerting the fourth official that they seem to be taking foul throws.
Well, it's not his decision, it's the referee and the linesman you should be telling. Fourth official, or sixth official, whatever they are. Seventh. They're all over the place these days, behind the goal, side of the goal.
Keeps a hotel occupied the night before the game these days. Wales have the ball with Neil Taylor of Swansea City. Joe Ledley of Crystal Palace tries to barge his way down the left-hand side. Wins a throw, though, midway inside the Cyprus half.
Yeah, Joe Ledley making a run forward there. I wasn't quite happy with that. I'd like him to just sit there, but Dave Edwards seen the danger and sat in his position, which is nice to see.
Bale receives the throw. Oh, he's taken out by Makaridis. Free kick.
And this won't be a booking. Oh, I hope he's not staying in the same hotel as me. Oh, I mean, I know Gareth's making a little bit of a meal of it as well, but I'll tell you what, it's a stamp if anything, isn't it? Or is he just trying to get his body across? I don't think the referee knows.
That was the captain, Konstantinos Makaridis. Now Cottrell with a free kick. Down the Wales left, 13-14 yards from the corner of the Cyprus penalty area. Clock ticking towards the last 15 minutes.
It's got to be put in towards the keeper again, hasn't it?
Ashley Williams, Hal Robson-Kanu and Gareth Bale, along with James Chester, are in the middle for Wales as Cottrell floats it in. Can't beat the first man. Now Wales could be in trouble because Cyprus have it on the break. But Christofi is made to go back deep into his own half, and Wales are not bothering about pressure on the ball now. They're just filing back. Two banks of four.
It's a poor ball into the box from the set piece, Rob. You know, wasted. It's got
to be floated then, didn't it?
I'd rather the keeper, go past the far post. At least you put the ball in there.
We're now into the last 15 minutes. Yeah. Ashley Williams gets the ball away. Angeli wins the header this time, ahead of Bale.
Stay there where you are, Gareth. Stay where you are. Don't even bother trying to get back.
He's in the centre circle. He's staying forward, the Real Madrid star.
He keeps drifting further and further back.
Cyprus have it midway inside the Wales half, floated out to this left-hand side. Christofi gets the ball back. Little 1-2, thinks about shooting on the edge of the box. Ledley stood in his way though. Ricochet up to halfway. Angeli heads it out to the right-hand side. Robson-Kanu puts pressure on the ball, and it pays off because Kyriakou can only help it out for a Wales throw. 2-1 Wales lead. Ready Wales and BBC 5 Live Sport Extra, and we've got just under 14 minutes of normal time to go. Kevin Ratcliffe, can the 10 men hold out?
Well, it's still a long way to go. You know, it's the last 5 minutes really where you'll be tested. You know, they'll be throwing it, the crowd will get anxious, and
Robson-Kanu tries to break through, let the ball go past him from the throw-in. Wales
there's
free
a booking
kick
in that. You know, he's grabbed him round the top.
Yeah,
he's pulling him back.
Merkis. Georgios Merkis.
I'm just wondering what their coach is actually saying with all these arm movements. He'll take off.
Well,
in
his
a minute.
suit looks a bit dishevelled, doesn't it? Because he keeps histrionics on the side. Now Wales free kick. Taylor leaves it to Cottrell. This time it's got to go into the box, surely. Bouncing just in front of the keeper, you'd hope. No, he plays it wide to Taylor.
Are we good enough
and
for
back?
That? Oh.
And then he's floated it across halfway to Chester, who I'm not sure was expecting that. Now he drives it forward into the Cypriot left-back position. And Angeli again.
Tell you, Rob, you've got to get at these lads. And like I say, if Gareth Bale can stop working back as hard, I know he's trying to do his best for the team. Just stay out of it a bit and wait for that. Get up against him. He's been booked, but I'm sure he'll do him for pace, and he does everybody else.
Gunter with a throw, looking for Bale. Can't beat the man who was stood in the way, though.
It's another poor throw from Chris Gunter.
And now they can break Cyprus. This is where they're dangerous. Murkis drives up towards the centre circle. Slides it right to Makridis. Bale has stayed up. The rest of the Wales players have all ferried back. Up to the edge of, the edge of the D, really. Now Cyprus spread it wide. With Alexandru, cross into the middle, headed away by Chester. Does well, picked up by Laban. Laban brings in Antoniadis, the left back who's more like a left wing. Alexandru crosses again, this time Ashley Williams heads it away. Antoniadis once more, out to Alexandru, you can see why he's on.
Need an extra man in
Good
the box.
challenge by Gunter, wins the throw too. Taking him a little bit more time, nearly, creeping up to 11 minutes to go. It's 2-1, but Wales are down to 10 and have been since just the start of the second half.
Yeah, they're battling well, Rob. And if anything, they've been a bit more dangerous, haven't they? In Cyprus.
Long throw by Gunter, looking for Bale. Ball headed inside. Murkis heads it forward. Back to Angeli in his own half. Makridis, he's the one who's pulling the strings for Cyprus. Brings in Kyriakou, moves infield, pursued by Cottrell. Laban seeing plenty of the ball too, so is Alexandru, the substitute.
Foul, Chris Gunter.
He did have a little nibble after the ball had gone. Laban floated into the middle, that's got to be Hennessy's. And you can see the way Taylor left it. The big Crystal Palace keeper shouted, that's mine.
The reason is though, Rob, that if your box is clear, you don't go deep, then your keeper's got all the space in the world to come and collect.
Israel are 3-1 up in Andorra tonight. Belgium-Bosnia still 1-1. The goalkeeper made a hash of it again. This time the clearance, under pressure from Gareth Bale, and he's floated it out for a Wales throw just in front of the Cypriot technical area. Still 2-1, but the good news of those Wales players, if they look above the Cypriot goal, they'll see that the clock has ticked down to inside the last 10 minutes. Robson Kanu battling for it with Dave Edwards in the Cypriot left back position. Still going, Robson Kanu breaks through two, still going, can't pick up the ball in the penalty area though. Makridis up to Alexandru, played forward by Laban. Chester wins the header on halfway, and again, Edwards battles for it once more.
Well played, job done, get back. Robson Kanu switch on.
Yeah, he's a little slow in getting back now. Laban thought about going into the space, but Bale was quick enough and alert enough. Can Wales hold up? Can the 10 men hold on to victory?
You do, Rob. I mean, you're limited to what you can bring on now.
Well, there's one more change.
Well, yeah, but what you do, I mean, Robson Kanu's done what he can, and he's just out on his out of gas at the moment. He needs to refill quick.
Taylor lobs the ball forward. Angeli's under pressure from Bale. Now he gives it back to the goalkeeper. But this time the goalkeeper has Makridis, the captain, out to his left.
I think you've got to ask. We've got somebody to. Here we go. They are. I mean, we are getting younger by every substitution.
It's 2-1 to Wales. Approaching 8 minutes to go. Cyprus still fancying something here. Cross into the Wales penalty area. Taylor, out for a goal kick.
It's like Jake Taylor. I mean, this is a great opportunity. It's got to be Robson Kanu. He's given everything, absolutely everything, and he's going over to the far side. He's going over the far. What a clever player. Well done, Robson.
Jake Taylor of Reading is set for his debut for the last 8 minutes. 21,273 are here. Robson Carno's moved over to the left-hand side.
Making a great noise, the crowd as well.
They've really got into this, haven't they?
Can you do something?
Robson Carno breaks through the tackle on the left side, shoots across the face of the penalty area, and that will be the chance. Big shake of the hand from Chris Coleman to Jake Taylor, who's played at under 21 level.
Well, that ball hasn't gone out, has it? What's going on here? Why haven't they got this ready? Why is Oshan Roberts
should have gone on
doing the board? I mean, what's going on? He's not the fourth official.
Here comes Cyprus, down the Wales left again, ball back across the box, header over the top. Was that Cyprus's big chance?
Well, that's Ephraim. He's the danger man, isn't he? And thankfully, he's not the tallest on the pitch. They're going to throw one last man on the pitch, and I'm going to leave you to his name, Rob.
Here we go. So Hal Robson-Kanu, who scored what might be the winning goal, makes his way over from the Wales left to be replaced by his Reading teammate Jake Taylor. And an absolutely vital 6.5 minutes for Taylor to help the 10 men hold out against a Cyprus side who are still fancying a reward from this game.
Well, I don't care what you say, he's had a tremendous game tonight in the effort that he's put in, the defensive part that he's played, as well as the goal that he scored. This looks like an extra bit of height coming on now for Cyprus.
And Cyprus, well, actually the sub Angeli is being subbed. Angelis Angeli and Andreas Papathanasiou
going up front, though.
Is going on.
What's going on? Well, they're just going to bang this forward, and they're going to pick up second balls, so we've got to be a little bit aware of second balls.
Here comes Bale at the other end. Oh, Bale into the penalty area. Brought down. Free kick right on the edge of the box. It's not a penalty.
David, do me a favour.
It's a yellow card for Kyriakou.
Rob. It's a deliberate foul, and if he's going to go as he started the second half off, then, I mean, this is just cynical. Look, he's got no chance. Whack. Whack.
Well, is that a penalty?
Well,
oh, did he get the ball?
no, that's why you give a free kick, Rob. That's outside just, but tremendous Gareth Bale. Well done.
Right, Cottrell free kick, 2 yards from the byline on the Wales left. In fact, Leicester and about 6 inches from the penalty box. You'd feel a third now would rough it up for the 10 men. Can they take advantage? Cottrell hits the wall, out for a corner.
He went for goal there. He went for goal. Tell you what, I just think that Chris Gunter was right on that then. If he would have just floated it to him, to the back stick, everybody makes a run.
4 minutes to go.
It's 4 and whatever, you can bound.
No, there'll be a good 3 or 4 minutes on top. Cottrell takes the corner short to Taylor, back out to Cottrell. Taylor again down that left side. Now he delivers into the box. Edwards header wide.
That's what he does good. He ghosts in there. He's had a knack of doing that in his career.
Well, Kevin Ratcliffe, it's been a real team effort. Do they have enough? Gunter heads it back to Hennessy from the edge of the penalty area. Cyprus wasting no time now to get the ball forward. Hennessy will take as long as he can over this clearance. Bale is the most advanced, high into the night sky. Bale just nudged off it. Cottrell gives support. Cottrell will pick it up deep in Cyprus territory.
He's got to try and run it into the corner.
He wins a throw.
Gets a throw. Tell you what, there's a lot of lads played here tonight with a lot of experience, or shown a lot of experience, and you've got to say that's the caps that they've got in the past. You know, Cottrell to come back into the fold and play his experience and a vital part in this game.
Bale somehow turns around 2-3. Oh, he's still going into the penalty area. Great bit of skill, Gareth Bale. Then it runs away from him. Picked up by Edwards. Wide to Taylor once more. Taylor skips past the tackle down the left. Crosses into the middle. Headed down by Merkis. Only as far as Cottrell. The 10 men are keeping the pressure on. Oh, back heel by Taylor. Didn't need to do that. He's got lucky. He's got the ball back. Williams forward to Ledley. Ledley has to break through a tackle. Now Cottrell down the left side, and it'll go all the way back to Ashley Williams, and he'll go all the way back to Wayne Hennessy.
Jake Taylor's in. Jake Taylor's in. You win that, Gareth Bale. Jake Taylor's in. There you go.
And Taylor was almost in, but it was a...
You've got to know when to take a chance in the game, Rob, and that's when your winger takes a chance, when he knows that the striker's going to win the header. And Gareth Bale, he's definitely going to win that one.
The crowd rise again to try to help Wales over the line. 2 minutes plus added time to go. The 10 men lead 2-1. Gunter corner, Gunter throw in, 5 yards from the near corner flag, down the Wales right. Gunter picks up the second ball, goes to ground, free kick Wales. Alexandru gave it away.
53 caps, is that?
That is
Gunter.
56 caps.
56 cap, I'm sorry, I'm doing an unjust. Absolutely fantastic.
Now this is a Bale free kick from 2 feet from the touchline.
Keep it in there. Just come out a little bit, Chris Gunter. Come deeper, a little bit deeper. You don't need to be in there. You're attracting another player.
It's not one red shirt in the penalty area. The free kick is 5 yards from the corner flag, a yard in from the touchline. There's not one red shirt in the penalty box.
That's all right. Stay where you are, Jake Taylor. You're okay there.
Touched by Cottrell for Bale. He's taking it to the corner. As it says 89 on the clock. Bale spins away from 2 and then loses it. He looks to David Cottrell. Never mind that. They've got to get back now as Merkis begins the counter-attack. Jake Taylor. Oh, Merkis has given the ball away. A throw-in. And it's cheered like a goal by this fervent Welsh support.
Been fantastic, you know, Rob, the 2 games that we've played. I know there's not as many here tonight, but I tell you what, they've helped in every way they can. Absolutely superb. Go on.
Long throw looking for Jake Taylor.
That's
from Neil Taylor.
Get your distance further on. You've got 15 seconds to go in normal time, plus whatever, and it's 4.
4 minutes for Wales to hold out and stay top of Group B. If they do it, it'll be something miraculous, because they've been down to 10 men since 3 minutes into the second half. They may lack the quality tonight on times, but they don't lack spirit.
Oh, he should have gone. Dave Cottrell should have gone then.
Ball forward. Chester has to win it, and he does. Cottrell picks it up. Back to Gunter in the right back position.
That's going. Go on.
Bale chases. Keeper comes for it. Had a good 10-yard head start on Bale. Got there. Ledley challenges for it. Now he needs to get goal side, and he is, as Makaridis moves over halfway threateningly. Makaridis chased by Dave Edwards. Makaridis gives the ball away. He bought the foul though off Dave Edwards. And Edwards is booked.
I'll tell you what, he's too eager to get his card out every time we make a challenge. Every time we've made a challenge, he's got his card out.
Three minutes of added time to go. Ball into the Wales penalty area. Chester is high above everyone else to head it out. Cottrell drives it down the near side. Bale is in there, and Bale's presence is enough to force Kiriakou to head it out for a throw on halfway.
Well, there's no balls coming in now. I've seen this. Hey, I've seen this when we've been abroad plenty of time. You know, no balls coming in. All of a sudden they go missing. Why can't we do a little bit of gamesmanship?
Surely not, Kevin Ratcliffe. Throw down the near side, the Wales right. Bale loses it, but gains another throw.
You do what you can. You do what you can to win the game, Rob. Hook or by crook.
And they've got 2 minutes or so to hold on now. Bale is the target again. Bale turns away from his marker. Shoots left, but it wins the corner though.
Well, I think, is that the second or third corner in
It's the second corner for Wales in the second half.
Yeah, that's enough.
And they lead corners by 2-1 in the second half, even though they've been down to 10 men. It's finished in Bosnia, 1-1 between Bosnia and Belgium.
That's the second best result.
Yeah.
Really, isn't it? Because a win for Belgium would have been a good result for us.
Well, it depends on Wales winning this one. The 10 men have been at 10 men for 45 minutes now. As Bale wins another corner on the far side. Well, he's got 47 caps, is it showing?
Yeah, well, I think he's been showing it since he started playing, Rob. He's got us out of our seat, and once again tonight he's got us out of our seat.
Corner taken quickly. Bale wins another corner.
How many corners is that now?
That's 3 in a row on that far side, and it's taken just over a minute of the added 4. So I make it we're into the last 50-odd seconds of injury time, and Wales are that much away from holding on to the lead in Group B. Oh, this time Bale tries to knock it against a Cypriot leg, and it's straight out for a goal kick. So 40 seconds to go at the Cardiff City Stadium. This place will erupt as if they've beaten the world champions, if Wales can hold on here.
Go on, Dave.
Dave Edwards wins the ball in midfield, plays it wide to Bale. Cottrell's gone down the left-hand side. Bale's taken out off the ball. Now, will this be another yellow card? It is. Who is it this time? He's got his back to me. I think it's Murkis.
He should have been booked before the Rob. You know, we said that the other night against Bosnia. I mean, well, you take that though, won't you?
Dare I say it, Kevin, this sounds like the Arms Park used to sound like. The Millennium Stadium when it was packed, and there's only 20,000 here at the Cardiff City Stadium.
What they've seen is a lot of heart.
Free kick taken quickly. Bale knocks it forward, chases it himself, goes back to the goalkeeper. I make it, we're overtime. The added 4's been played. Edwards wins a header. Chester, the final whistle goes, and Wales have shown another side of their character to hold on to the lead in Group B. They've beaten Cyprus by 2-1, but they played all but 3 minutes of the second half with just 10 men. It's a superlative effort.
Well, Gareth, you really did have to work hard for that one.
Yeah, I think it's not all plain sailing in any games, and yeah, we didn't have the greatest of luck tonight with the sending off, but as I said before, the team spirit is incredible. We showed that on the pitch, and yeah, fully deserved the win, I thought.
Were you always confident you could hold on with 10 men?
Yeah, definitely. I always thought we could, even if we had to defend. I knew we had pace on the counter-attack to get them, and I think they were very wary of that, so they kept a few back, which obviously helped us for them going forward. So no, it was a very difficult game and difficult circumstances, but we came through it and showed the togetherness in the team.
Yeah, the room was bouncing, and after the game it was a massive 3 points to us, especially with the hard game made on Friday. We had to really dig deep to get the point, and then to go down to 10 men for the whole of the second half. It was, you know, I think it was credit to the lads the way we dug deep and got the win.
And defensively, how organised were you in that second half? How organised did you have to be?
Yeah, it was important when, you know, the opposition have got an extra man, but, you know, there's a lot of experience we've got in the team now, and, you know, it's a situation we've all been in before with our clubs, and, you know, we've come together and stopped them from scoring and got the 3 points.
Together stronger is the motto behind you. I mean, did that Wales team really show something different tonight?
Yeah, as I said, I think we've all turned a corner. I think when we come away with Wales now, everybody loves being there. The banter's flying, everyone's getting along together. There's no single groups. Everybody's having a laugh with each other, and it shows on the pitch. Everybody's fighting for every ball together. We're all together, and I think that shows in the results that we're getting. Thank you. Cheers.
Edrychwch allan am eich gilydd.
Try to stay positive.
A little message or a little phone call can go a long way.
Don't keep your feelings to yourself.
Cefnogi ein gilydd.
Try and stick to your daily routine, even if you're at home.
Try to stay active. Keep yourself occupied with things you enjoy doing at home.
Eat well and stay hydrated.
Keep talking to your teammates.
Because together
we are stronger.
Gorau chwarae.
Cyd chwarae.